All right. Big up to everybody tuning into this stream here today. We have my preview stream for Manchester City versus Arsenal Football Club. They take a trip to the Etihad on Wednesday, April 26th. This is a first place versus second place clash. So this is definitely a massive, massive game. Potentially the biggest game of the season, and I'm going to leave that to you guys to let me know what you think. If this is our biggest game of the season, let me know in the live chat if you're tuning in now. And if not, and you're watching this on the replay, let me know in the comments of the video afterwards. But to me, this is the biggest game of the season so far. It's the biggest game of the season so far, and I am absolutely hyped for it. This is the lineup I think we are going to see on the day. I was not sure if we would play this system. Potentially, I was thinking, excuse me, I was thinking Diaz and Stones might play in a flat back four as the two center backs, and then on the left we might see Laporte or Rico Lewis. I don't think we'd see Gomez, even though he had a good game against Sheffield, or even Bernardo Silva, since he played there. He played there against them in the return fixture at Emirates. So I had a feeling that Pep might consider putting him back there. But I personally think that Ake might be better on than we thought, because he was never really confirmed as injured, was he? From the reports that I saw, they said that he's feeling a bit of muscle tightness, and they took him off as a precaution. Furthermore, he did say that he has felt worse in terms of actually coming off injured. So he did come off as a precaution. He didn't feature at all against Sheffield. He wasn't even on the bench, and we also haven't heard any news. Usually for stuff like this, Pep would say, "Hey, I think he's going to be fine." But he only mentioned it's a precaution. We'll test him before Sheffield. He didn't make it for Sheffield. I think he's keeping his cards close to his chest as a way of like not making that privy to Arteta for him to prepare and how to set up against us. Obviously, we know that in the FA Cup game that we played them and in the game at the Etihad, Ake was the left back in both games, and he was absolutely brilliant defending against Bukayo Saka, in my opinion. So I would love to see him back into this team, and I would love to see us run our system that has been giving us very, very favorable results over the last couple of games. So I have a feeling that Ake might be fit enough to play the game, and if he wasn't actually injured and it was just tightness, they wanted to give him a bit of rest over, but at the same time, like, give Arteta that headache so he doesn't really know until just before the game or when the lineup comes out, stuff like that. So I personally think there's a chance Ake might play, so I just went for him. Also, my little way of still keeping the system going. I think flat back four in such a big game, like, I feel it might, as much as we weren't terrible against Sheffield, I do think that, I mean, to be honest, we kind of did play a back three system as well against Sheffield, because Gomez was not playing out and out left back. He was high up the pitch next to Grealish. So, to be fair, I don't think from that reason alone we would go back to a flat back four against Arsenal. I think we go with what has been giving us wins and favorable results lately, and I do think we beat Arsenal. I'll give you guys my score prediction later down in the stream, and I also have another upcoming stream which will be on Wednesday just before the game. I think the game starts at 3 if I'm not mistaken for US time. So that would be a 2 p.m. stream, because that's when the lineups will come out for me. I could play an hour and then, you know, have to sign off. That an hour should be about 2 games, or maybe I can come by a little bit before the hour mark so we can get 3 games in and then still leaving time to catch the game. But for now, let's see what this team is looking like. At the same time, on the FIFA side of things, I am almost at Division 3 again. I think a win and a draw from the last 4 games now. should see me in Division 3 again.
And the cross not quite imaginative enough. And a look at the starting 11 for Manchester City. Ederson stands between the posts. Nathan Ake plays alongside Manuel Akanji in central defence. Riyad Mahrez plays with Jack Grealish in the wide positions. And leading the line today is Erling Haaland. And a goal it is!
That kind of sucks, but that was a good goal still. Sadly, it was Ferran. I freaking hate this guy. Can't have Ferran Torres scoring on us, guys. We can't have that happening. So we need to fix up now. If I was Pep, yo, I'd be going mad. Like, yo, you really make that brother to score?
But his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
So the action continues.
Let's knock the ball around a little bit.
Swift response to that setback. Now he must favour the cross. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end.
Ref, come on, ref. What is that?
Now with Kessier. Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper.
Come on, we're playing out from the back, guys.
Riyad Mahrez. And now Stones. Rodri. Gundogan. De Bruyne. Well, the supporters think it's on. Couldn't quite hang on. Well, that's the end of that for now.
Sometimes you have to try the long shot, them, because you never know.
And teammates around him.
After all, we do have Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland in the team.
Sergio Roberto. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. A City free kick.
Ref, talk to him now.
Well, just a rebuke rather than a caution, Stuart.
Well, it's not a bad tackle, and the referee's got that right.
Ref, you have, yo, bias.
Akanji has it. De Bruyne. Well, a good tackle. Dembele. De Bruyne. Haaland. He'll try his luck here.
Ooh.
Ter Stegen, it's an unbelievable save.
Now that, if that scored, yo, that, oh my God, that would be amazing. Unfortunately.
Corner kick played in.
Ooh, wow. Unfortunately, people don't tend to use Arsenal a lot in seasons, so the chances of us playing against Arsenal is fairly slim, I would say. But I'm also not sure if I'll be able to find an Arsenal fan I could play against as a preview there. But I'll see what I can make happen. Potentially today more than tomorrow, but if not, then tomorrow before the game. I'll see if I can organize that.
Rodri. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Lewandowski.
Oh no.
And attempting the through ball. Wonderful chance.
Well done.
Brilliantly blocked.
Leave.
Rodri. And Grealish. Gundogan. Will he play it in?
You know, I thought that was Grealish, not Gundogan.
Wonderful challenge.
But we do have the ball back.
Coming up. Grealish. Well, he has players waiting at the back.
Morris! What a ball, youth. What a ball from Jack Grealish. Into the box to Riyad Mahrez for the back post header. Wonderful, wonderful play. Wonderful play. And we're back into the game. We're back into the game. Obviously, we do have 4 games left. Division 3 is 4 points away. So a draw for this match wouldn't be the worst result. Just means we have to win one of the last 3. But we're going for a win here today. And we're definitely not accepting Ferran Torres dunking on us either. Big up to whoever just joined in, by the way. Appreciate you being here. I'd much appreciate if you could also drop a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already as well. As you know, 5 subscribers away from 50, you know, that would definitely be a good milestone for reach. Alright, come on.
Holland. It's with Gundogan. And with
Oh
that,
no,
the attack fizzles
we
out.
messed that up.
Now can they counter clinically? Defenders need to cover.
Oh, good work, good work, good
Got
work.
the touch on the ball, and so a corner
Alright.
it'll be. And short it is.
Come on, Akanji. What kind of touch is that?
Showing good defensive judgment. And the
Alright, and we have the ball back. Let's see if we can get one back before halftime, guys. I think he paused it. And apparently there is a quit. Do we get the points for that? We do get the points for that. So that guy had to drop. Maybe Wi-Fi chip out. Maybe he just had to leave. Who knows? But we got the points for that. And one more point. 3 games. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Once again, this is the team that I think Pep will go out there against Arsenal with. Haaland at the top, obviously. Going for that goal record. I think Arsenal fans should be worried. He came off at halftime against Leicester. Yes, we kept him fit. So that was absolutely amazing. He also had a showing again against Sheffield United. So that's more minutes. He's not coming into the game cold. He's hungry. This is his next Premier League game after tying Mo Salah's record. So he can break Mo Salah's record with 1 goal and hold the record himself for the most goals scored in a 38-game season, which I'm sure he wants to do. Additionally, I think he knows that if he scores a hat-trick, which is, let's be honest, not out of the question, he can break the overall record for a 42-game season as well, which is 34. He's currently on 32. So Haaland is coming into this game hungry, and I do think that he will get on the score sheet. The question is really how much, but I do think he gets on the score sheet. To counteract that, I'm sure Arsenal and Arteta are thinking about this as well. They will contemplate, not leaving Rob Holding by himself on Haaland. I don't think he fared very well at the Emirates game either. So, since Saliba is going to be out for this game, confirmed by David Arnstein today, I do think Gabriel would be the one really being close to Haaland, and they might keep both centre backs on him, or have both centre backs, especially on guard for him, paying a lot of attention to him. And if we do keep De Bruyne and Gundogan in those areas around him, especially Mars, who's coming off a hat-trick in his last game against Sheffield, I do think that one of these attacking players will be scoring. If it could even be Jack Grealish. He's in a good vein of scoring form recently, so he might continue that. He had an assist in his last game against Sheffield as well, so he could easily well pop up with another assist or a goal or both in this game if he has a really good game. So this forward line, this attack line, is something to definitely look forward to against Arsenal. I do think Rodri deserved and needed that rest against Sheffield as well. He's been absolutely consistent this season. The only game I can remember him not being at his absolute best in was Spurs away. Was that? No, it was Spurs at home. The one that we lost. The one that we won 4-2 after we were down 2 goals. Looking back at how I think Roger was in the first. I think he gave away one of those goals. Like he made a poor pass to someone. Made a poor pass to Ederson, I think, and it was intercepted. I'm not sure if it was that game. I think it is that Spurs game, and or if not, there was one other game. But aside from those, consistent at least 8 out of 10 every game, and that's a level of consistency you get to when you're speaking of Rodgers' level. Not perfect. He has times where his form dips, like those rare moments, but like I did say, they are rare. So if you look at the majority of his games, he's absolutely consistent, and he's definitely been one of our players of the season so far, in my opinion. There's also John Stones inverting into that midfield. Also got a rest against Sheffield, which I'm very glad about. We as City fans know that John Stones' injury record is not the best, and I don't think we needed to risk him in that game. I think Akanji had a really good game yesterday, so we didn't really miss John Stones either. And his goal against Leicester City, brother, that was amazing. Off him left foot, outside of the box, 4th minute of the game. Yo, Stones is on another level, yo. Stones is on another level, and I think I'm happy, and I think he deserves it. You know. So, Nathan Ake, I already spoke a little bit about him, but I do think that he will return to the lineup, to the shock of a lot of people. And I'm not surprised if he doesn't play either, but I just think he will. And Ruben Diaz, he has also gotten a rest in our last game as well. He's been a rock at the back. I don't think he had an absolutely great game against Leicester. I do think he had great moments, but there were also moments where he looked a little bit edgy. Like he gave the ball away. This one time he tried to drive forward in the midfield area, and he seemed defensively switched off in one or two moments as well against Leicester. These are all in the second half after we had our wholesale changes, but I do think there was a little bit of what's this about with Ruben Diaz. But aside from that, he's still in one of the best forms in all our team, because in that first half you could see that he was absolutely on it. He like right off the form in the Bayern game before that one. Bayern game after Leicester, I mean, which was his last played game. He was amazing in that Bayern game as well. He was very defensively solid. He's one of the reasons why I thought we would have left that game with a clean sheet, but they got that weird penalty decision. So I think the backline definitely deserved a clean sheet in that game. But aside from that, Ruben Diaz is back. He knows that he is one of the leaders in the team as well. I think he's within the five captaincy group that the team has, and Ruben Diaz knows that he leads that back line. He knows it. And he wants to have that responsibility as well. So I do think that he will weather the Arsenal storm, whatever they try to throw at us. And I do think that our defense in general deserves some respect. So yeah, I think Arsenal really, and they're stuck in a rut as well. So we should have them beaten on the mental battle. We have. I know that we can take a draw from this game, but I do not want a draw from this game. I think we need to beat them, and I don't want to go arrogant about it and underestimate them. But I do think we can give another Bayern Munich first leg at the Etihad type of performance in this game again. That's what I'm expecting, and hopefully that's the performance that we get. And Akanji, I also spoke about him a little bit. Um, Brilliant against Sheffield United, in my opinion. Well, brilliant is maybe a little bit of a stretch. I do think he was the better centre back between him and Laporte, and I do think he defended very well. But he had a good game, in my opinion. He had a good game, so I'm glad to see him in this current system. I do think he's a player with a little bit of a Boza gene at times, but as a defender, he's definitely a solid defender. And next to Ruben Diaz, his levels are definitely elevated as well. So I do think they make a good pairing together, and I can see why Pep persists in including Akanji alongside Ruben Diaz as well. And obviously the big man in the net, in the sticks, Ederson, my goalkeeper this. Keep on I tell people, and my goalkeeper this. Brilliant with him feet, pulling out the top saves again like a couple of years ago. Haters are gone quiet now. People actually, I remember that Ederson is one of Pep's most crucial signings since he came to this club. We can't just bin him off and say, oh, get a better shot stopping goalkeeper. I know Ederson is not the best shot stopper in the world. It could argue him probably not even in the top 5. I'll leave that to you guys. But Ederson is a good shot stopper in my opinion. Not the best, but he is a good shot stopper and he is an amazing ball player and goalkeeper. So for what he brings to Manchester City, there is no other goalkeeper for the job in my opinion. And right now, I think he's in especially good form. So he also had his rest against Sheffield United. He saw Ortega take over. Ortega had a good game in that Sheffield game as well. I think he was up there for one of our best players in that game, Ortega. So he was really good on the ball, calm. I don't think he misplaced any of his short passes, and yeah. So I think we do have good depth in the goalkeeper position as well, and both of them seem to be in relatively good form. More notably, Ederson. Let's get into this next game. As you all know, that was my thoughts on our current team that I'm expecting to go up against Arsenal. Imagine a Kanji with an Ake type goal like the one that Ake scored against Arsenal in the FA Cup. Ake took that off his right foot from the left side and curled it into the far post. Now just imagine if Akanji does that with his left foot in this game on Wednesday. That would be absolute scenes.
They are closing in potentially on promotion. It's Real Madrid facing Manchester City.
Well, Derek, I just can't see how they failed to clinch promotion today. They've played some great football throughout the campaign, and they deserve to be playing at a higher level.
Real find themselves in a position of menace. Well, the supporters think it's on. In it goes! And that could really tip the...
That was a good play, though. That was a good play from this guy.
They just aren't playing well enough today.
That was a really good play just now.
Well, here's the replay. He's got such quick feet, hasn't he? Just look how he goes past his marker to get.
I think that goal was mainly born from the dribbling ability of, the speed and agility of Vinicius Jr. That was Benzema there. I probably did stop him. I probably would have stopped him, but with Diaz, the pace difference between Diaz and Vinicius, I just could not close him down in time.
Stones. Riyad Mahrez. De Bruyne. On to Holland.
Oh, Jano, that's a good save.
And taken short. Gundogan. John Stones. Delivered into the area here. Uncomfortable in dealing with the ball played in.
Alright, he wasted the opportunity.
Given away by Real Madrid. De Bruyne. Mahrez.
Gundogan! Oh no, Gundogan, that wasn't even on target.
But the keeper more than equal to it.
Come on, Gundogan, we need those.
Over it comes.
Alan! Oh my god, why all of a shot that come off for the post?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, City can't believe they're not level here, but they are looking dangerous now.
Well, having been denied by the woodwork, now the focus is on keeping the opposition at bay. David Alaba. Karim Benzema. Well read to put an end to that attack. Holland. De Bruyne. Erling Haaland. Haaland. And now Rodri. Grealish. And will it be the leveller? Well, I'll tell you what, that didn't miss my mark.
Oh, nah. That's stinky. We need stronger than that, City. This guy was very clinical with his chance, ironically.
Valverde.
So we need to really be stronger on that.
Not what he was intending. Bad pass. Mahrez. Gundogan waiting for it. And in the end, no damage done. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. It is advantage Manchester City here. And cutting inside. De Bruyne. John Stones. No way through.
Oh no. It's just blocks and crossbars and just everything that
Valverde.
equals me not scoring.
And a no-nonsense clearance. De Bruyne. Wanted to keep it but couldn't.
Those stats show us that Real Madrid haven't had that much of the ball, but that won't bother them because when they win it in deep areas, they've got forward with pace and with numbers. It's been a great counter-attacking display.
Determined defending. Could be a chance
Couldn't
to
get
break
control of John Stones' character just now.
here. Can he do it? Excellent block.
Good work
Real
team,
pushing to
good
add
block.
to their lead. It's a corner.
Get this out.
Not high quality defending. Riyad Mahrez. And now Stones. Mahrez. Haaland.
Oh, expected a
Pressing
better run
high
from
to win
Kevin
the
there.
ball.
Grealish!
Will he finish?
Good goal, good goal, good goal, my boss.
Historic moment to boot. Well,
Good
that's
goal,
a
Jack
good
Grealish.
goal.
All we need is a draw to get something out of this game, as you guys all know.
Well, as you can
Get some
see,
party
this is a
favors now the
wonderful
chat,
play.
you don't
He
know.
makes the perfect connection, and he has so much pace on it. It's a great goal.
Well, we're back into the game, we level again. What say you, Real Madrid?
And a good challenge to bring that attack
What the
to an
hell
end.
was that?
And it will be a
Was a
free
good
kick
tackle.
to Real Madrid. This is looking threatening. Deciding to go inside. Defended well. Doesn't want to give it away here. Gundogan. On to Mahrez. Good movement. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Stones. The ball with Rodri. Well, the stoppage time situation. 1 minute here. Grealish. De Bruyne. Mahrez!
Mahrez! Ooh, what a goal, what a bomb! Well done, my baller.
Can't let this slip. It must be there.
Riyad Mahrez, the Algerian king. Oh God, much them did give him the black gloves in this. That would be perfect. What a goal, man.
And from that sort of range, Mahrez was never going to miss. It's a well-worked.
Another Mahrez goal at the Bernabeu? What? Huh? Who says no?
And that is that half-time here. Spanish capital.
Alright, so we actually go into halftime ahead. This is good. This is good. And honestly, if Arsenal score against us first, which is also not out of the question, then you know this type of reaction is what I would be expecting. And the XG from their goal and their other chances combined is 0.4, and from the chances we have created in that first half, it's 3.1. So we could also argue that we could be another goal up, but Courtois has made 2 saves so far. Ederson hasn't had to make a save yet, so you know. Well, he has had to make a save. They've taken 2 shots, but I think only one. Yeah, only one was on target, and he didn't save the other one. So let's see if Ederson can step up in that regard as well. And then pause it. So again, about Arsenal a little bit. They have Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus that they acquired from us over the summer transfer window last season, or at the end of last season, beginning of this season. But I would argue, after watching Arsenal, that there isn't really any massive improvement in their performances or in them as football players. I would argue that, because not that they aren't good at Arsenal, they are really good, but we at Manchester City always knew that they were really good. That's why a lot of City fans wanted to keep them. So we know that they have quality. The only thing I would say that changed since they went to Arsenal is that the amount of playing time they get, and I'd say the amount they're allowed to express themselves. Because we know Pep's system is a bit more, what's a good word I could use? It's a bit more rigid than Arteta's system, I would say, in terms of like player movement and their specific roles, and how specific the roles can be. So yeah, I don't think that there has been any massive improvement in their game where like they stepped up another level, moving from like top class to world class, or moving from decent to top class. Like, I think they were already top class at Manchester City. I think they were already top class at Manchester City, and that level is being more shown now in the fact that they are playing more games.
De Bruyne. Gundogan. And return to De Bruyne. Very quick thinking there. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Gundogan. Grealish. Haaland. And the ball with De Bruyne, and he's making progress. And a useful cross. They're getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back.
Kevin! Goal! Well done, my baller. Well done, my baller. Right at the edge of the box. You know him now miss that. King Kev. Don't play with him. Don't play with him. You understand? Oh, Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne. You know they're done. So, this guy keeps pausing. I have no idea why. But use the time and check out what type of formation he might use. And he quit. Wow. Bro was contemplating if he wanted to continue. Didn't think he could win, but you know, can't blame him. I mean, How am I gonna get my win for that? That's actually crazy, FIFA. Yo, you really are play with me now. I didn't want the game back. I was up 3-1. Wait, are you giving me the game to play over? What did I do? Me never disconnect. Alright. Opponent found again. Anybody who knows me knows that I need to score in this area of the game, like this pre-game spot, to get a little bit of extra good luck, you know. And we have another Real Madrid, another trip to the Bernabeu. It's actually crazy. I'm actually upset about my 3 points. It's also the last game, guys, so we'll be leaving after this one, and you will have to catch me again when the official lineups are released for our game against Arsenal at the Fortress Etihad.
And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. David Alaba plays with Carvajal in the fullback positions. Rodrigo plays with Marco Asensio out wide.
Safety.
So many different ways to configure an attack. In this case, it'll be 2 men up front. Takes on the shot. Denied by the bar. Back in play here.
Alright, let's settle this game down a little bit.
So unlucky not to take the lead there.
And a look at the starting 11 for Manchester City. Ederson between the posts. Manuel Akanji plays alongside Nathan Ake in central defence. Jack Grealish plays with Riyad Mahrez on the flanks. And handed the task of playing up front is Erling Haaland. Well, a magnetic player to watch, Federico Valverde. Stuart, what part might he play in this game?
Well, he's a good all-round player. When he's closing the ball down, he does it at pace. When he's linking up the play, he's good at that. But his real attribute and his threat is when he runs in behind defenders. That's when he's at his most dangerous.
Oh, no, no.
He's in here. Oh, it's cheeky. Oh, it's just...
Alright, we actually got out of that safe. No giving the ball away. And we gave the ball away. And we won back the ball, so that's good.
De Bruyne. The ball with Rodri. A bit of running room now on the wing. He must finish.
Ooh, what a save. What a pivotal touch from Courtois right there.
Who can he pick out?
Ooh, what another save. Yo! Courtois upon him game today.
And a time for cool heads. Excellent ball over the top. Asensio. Might it be Marco Asensio? Must score. A goal.
Oh, okay. Or Gundogan never leave that with the ball just now. Oh, I don't understand it, because just now we had Ake tackling him and we had Gundogan in space to block the ball, and he just shot right around him. That's crazy.
So the match is restarted. 1-0 here.
Cut not sharp enough from Mahrez there.
De Bruyne. Erling Haaland. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Cross fired over. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Riyad Mahrez. Interception to snuff out the danger. It is advantage Manchester City here. Stones. Not getting anxious when they have the ball. Targets available. Cross comes in. A really intense pressure applied. Holland. Unable to get a body in the way. Good pressure to win the ball back. Gundogan. And now Stones. And it might be absolutely spot on with that challenge. And they could face difficulties here.
Oh, nah, Grealish, come on, man.
Well, those stats show us that Real Madrid haven't had that much of the ball, but their counter-attacking has been really good, particularly in the wide areas. It's been an excellent performance from them so far.
Yeah, take a corner, because you're not now with that in the box, because although you're about to whip it in the box now.
Really fine catch by the goalkeeper, under a bit of pressure too.
But the man for the mission,
Rodri.
Edison Maurice, is there.
Gundogan. Quite possibly a yellow card as the flow.
Yes, ref, come on, get the card out, get the book out. If it wasn't Rudiger, why am I not surprised?
Gundogan. Well, he really read that brilliantly. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Racing forward, trying to catch them out.
Oh no, no, no.
On deck. And the body in the way. Gets in the way once more. Given away by City. De Bruyne. Grealish. Well, nicely cut out.
And he just boots it out, can't blame him, you know. I'd probably do the same thing. But that is the first half, 1-0 down in the Bernabeu, which, you know, to be honest, if we left the Bernabeu at 1-0, I'd still be confident of us making the final. Because our record at the Etihad, especially in the Champions League, is the best a Premier League team has ever accomplished. So, us having a 25-game unbeaten streak at the Etihad Stadium in Europe is a huge thing. I think it will play a massive part in that the fact that the second leg of the Champions League semi-finals this year will be played at the Etihad. So, considering that, I do think that we have an amazing chance here, a brilliant opportunity to get to our second Champions League final, and doing that in the space of 2 years or 2 seasons, whichever way you decide to look at it.
Well, not hard to read that pass. Stones. It's a promising City move. De Bruyne. On to Grealish. De Bruyne.
Kev! Not there.
Over for now, it seems. Breaking at pace. Defenders need
Well
to
done,
cover.
Akanji. I saw that play from a mile away.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Yo, I really wish handball was in seasons. I genuinely really wish it was.
A danger here as he runs at them.
Well, City, as the stats highlight, have had most of the ball.
Oh,
but their attacking players
that was a
too
clutch
slow,
defensive
mainly
move
due
there.
to a lack of movement of the front players. At some point, they have to threaten the space in behind the defenders, otherwise they're going to lose this.
De Bruyne. Gundogan. De Bruyne. Stones.
I was trying to slip that to Haaland just
Given
now,
away
but
by City.
it was not on.
Asensio. Superb block. "30 minutes left for play. Ake. The ball with Rodri. De Bruyne. Erling Haaland. Rodri. Haaland. Now Mahrez. It's there for him. Oh, terrific piece of
I
goalkeeping.
was feeling that I probably could have slipped through Haaland there in hindsight, but I really defended Mars there for that. Trust me.
Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, the goalkeeper doing what he's paid to do.
Alright, I'll probably pass it this time
A
for you.
corner, and can City use the set piece
I'll make
judiciously?
Mars come cross it the second time, as we usually do.
Going short. Akanji. They've lost it. Manuel Akanji. The ball with Rodri.
Okay.
Grealish. And he's made headway.
Boom! Oh my God, that was the chance. Haaland, you owe me a goal now.
Playing it in. The
Oh!
crossbar got in the way.
John, no.
Danger averted for now. Can they hit on the break?
Oh, he's through on goal here, Derek.
Oh, he couldn't.
Well done,
help the
Ederson.
keeper.
Well done. And we can actually look at some changes now. I'm sure somebody tired. I'm sure somebody tired. So we have 56 here. Gundogan. And we'll actually get Foden in for Gundogan. Foden is actually available for selection in this Arsenal game as well. So that's definitely there to be thought about. He actually had I'd say a decent game. It's his first game back. I expected him to be kind of cold against Sheffield United. But I do think he might feature against Arsenal. I just don't think he'll start. But keep an eye out for Foden. He might have a role to play in this title decider as well. Because I do think whoever wins that game between us and Arsenal will end up winning the league. By the way, big up to the viewer who just joined. I much appreciate you being here, and like the video. I'd appreciate that as well. And if you do like the content, consider subscribing and sticking around.
Failed to keep hold
Well,
of
good
it.
try, Mahrez.
Modric.
Well, as you can see, City have dominated possession in the last 15 minutes. And they've
Didn't
created
get it
some
that
good chances,
time.
but time is running out, so they need to take one of them pretty quickly, you have to say.
Now can they win back possession and carve out another chance for themselves? Priority was
Good
to
work,
hang on to the
Ederson.
ball, which he did. Erling Haaland. Jack Grealish. De Bruyne. Oh, surely. Well, diving magnificently.
I
to
probably
make
should have
sure he
power
was
shot.
there.
I had the time for that power shot too,
And with time
Really
running
and
out,
truly could I do that.
to ask questions.
Might sub out Grealish for Alvarez really soon.
And over it comes. Just over the crossbar with that effort. time is
Back to
becoming
us again. Alright, so we have 10
here.
minutes.
Not long to go, and if they're going to find an equaliser,
I said the next
it
time
has
the
to be
ball
soon.
goes out,
Well, they haven't
Alvarez
played
is
well
on.
today, Derek, but can they just create one or two more chances before the end? What a tense finish this will be.
Well, as the second half draws to a close, City know they've really got to set things up, Stuart.
Oh, come on. Come on, ref. I really want to end this last game on a win, to be honest. I'll make changes to both of the defensive midfielders because getting a bit tired in there. Are we putting Laporte there to see this out? We're putting Laporte there to see this out. We're putting Laporte there to see this out. Why not? Let's go. Let's do it. And let's get Alvarez on as well. Promised you a game. Let's see if you can help us win this. Or get a draw, because we do only need a draw for promotion, I believe. Yeah, I think that's still the stakes here.
But can that change in the final few minutes here? It only needs one moment of magic.
Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Has a go. And no problems at all for
Good
the keeper.
save. Come on, 5 minutes.
Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes. Foden. Oh, that's an interesting pass.
Couldn't get an accurate cross in the box. Ref.
Foden. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Modric! Well,
1 minute left. I don't think we'll have enough time, guys.
and the keeper dicing with danger. Well, I think we can call him
I don't think we have enough time, guys.
Well, you can smile now, but that was a big blunder.
Just maybe.
attacking position. It's not
Maybe.
too late for them.
Oh my god, that was so close. That was close, yo.
Lost this game.
That's actually crazy close to close out the game.
Yes, they only lost by one
But
goal,
that's how it goes
but nevertheless,
sometimes.
they were in control of the
You
game.
win some, you lose some. And we still have 2 games left just to secure a draw. And I think the title is still on the line as well. So, are still 4 grabs. So if we do get 2 wins or a win and a draw from these last 2 games, we can still get the title. Yep, that is correct. But, you know, promotion is the main goal for me because I already have a Division 4 title. So, on the next stream, which will be the pre-game vibes for the game against Arsenal at the Etihad, please do tune in for that because I will be here again 1 hour before the game kicks off, which is exactly when the official starting 11 will release, or maybe 15 minutes or so before that, so we can actually have a full game before that and play 3 full games. But yeah, that time I should be in Division 3 closing out that stream, so keep your fingers crossed for me. And I'm also 5 subscribers away from getting to 50, guys, so I'd really appreciate if you guys seeing this can hit the like button and the subscribe button so more people can see it and the subscribers can steadily increase because we're putting in the work, you know, putting in the work. So do me a favor and keep that in mind. Share this around if you think you might know anybody that's interested as well. So you don't know where that go. It's Clinical, the Jamaican citizen, and we're out here. Until next time, people.